UT Arlington returned home to College Park Center to face Georgia State Wednesday night. Senior DD1 Guma finished with a team-high 9 points in the first half. Brianna Walker and Sean Williams each found their way into the ballgame, putting up 4 points apiece before the break for UTA. The Mavericks filled a stat sheet from the free throw line, shooting 17 of 20 foul shots before halftime. The Mavericks built a 9-point lead going into the second half. UTA would extend its lead to 50-39 before Georgia State began to come back into the game. With the Mavericks just up by 1 point, Allie Harris nailed this 2-point shot and a 3-pointer to put UTA up for good over the Panthers. 6 players finished with double-digit scoring for UTA. Talia Pope led the Mavericks with 15, while Brianna Walker and Allie Harris had 13 as well. Sean Williams and DD1 Guma finished with 12 points, and Ali Teo rounded it out with 11 points and 6 rebounds. The Mavericks defeat the Panthers 85-72 for their third conference victory of the year, 4-22 overall, with Western Kentucky on Saturday.
I think that was part of the things that we talked about, was for them to attack and to kick it, and sometimes we had smaller lineups so that they could shoot the three a little bit more. And I want to say that Allie did exactly what her role is. I think it's really hard sometimes as a shooter to maybe sit on the bench for several minutes, and if not a whole half or whatever it may be, and then when your number's called, you got to come in and do your thing. And she did exactly that. The first shot she hit, she knocked it down, and or the first shot she took, she knocked it down and just loosened some things up for us. And that's tough to do. So I was really proud of her for knowing what her role is. And then I thought Sean had 2 big ones in the second half, and Talia had a big one in the corner. So it's contagious. Shooting the basketball is contagious. If people are knocking it down, you're going to knock it down. If people are missing, that noose gets a little tighter and a little harder to find the basket.